Hey, this is Paul here from intralifestyle.com. In today's video, I want to go over some of the biggest lies that we tell ourselves. And I'm going to put my hands up because I'm completely guilty of some of them myself at sometimes, some more so than others. So what are these lies that we tell ourselves that keep us stuck and keep us in the place where we don't want to be? See, if we want to move forwards, we have to understand, we have to take some self-reflection, some self-awareness, and be honest with ourselves. Where are we at? What do we tell ourselves? What stories and lies are keeping us stuck to our current circumstances? Well, one of the biggest ones is, I can't do this because, and we fill in the blank reason, because I'm not good enough, because I'm not old enough, because I'm too old, because I don't have enough experience, because whatever the reason is. And we find the reason, which is essentially limiting belief of why we can't do something. But you see, oftentimes when we do this, we're actually killing the possibility before we've even begun. Because maybe we've got a limiting belief from years ago, or we had an experience in our life where something happened, and for whatever reason, we feel like we can't do this. But when you go in with that mentality, you're just killing the possibility even before you started. So one of the key things to do here is to examine your limiting beliefs and replace them with some empowering beliefs. Now, I've created a free belief blueprint, which I'll leave a link below this video where you can get that, and that will help you go over that process. And then the next one on the list, which is my personal favorite. Well, I say it's my personal favorite. It's actually the one that I struggle with the most. I still do, but I've gotten a lot better at it. And that's when we say, I'll do this later, or I'll start tomorrow or next week. And we're basically delaying it because in the instant, we don't have the gratification. And that's what it's all about. We don't want to do the thing that we need to do because we're looking for the most comfortable route. We're looking for the path of least resistance and the thing that will distract us from doing the thing we need to be doing. But the problem with this is, at some point, we're going to need to do it. And it's going to be at the back of our mind. So when you say, I'm going to do this later, I'm going to put this off, I would say get curious around what is the emotion that you're trying to avoid? What is the feeling? What is it going to serve you by putting this off and doing it later? And how would you feel if you did this thing now? And also, are you just saying it as a way to not even think about it with no intention of even doing it later? Because this is something, the later, tomorrow, next week, will really hold you back in so many areas of your life. So if you can identify the emotions that you're trying to cover up or the emotions that you're not wanting to feel to get that instant gratification, then it will help you be able to examine that and move forwards with it. Things never work out for me. Have you ever said that before? I definitely have in the past. And what I would put that down to is, it's the victim mentality. It's where we look at our external circumstances, the things in our world. Maybe it's based on experiences. Maybe we've had loads of bad things happen. We're in difficult situations. We have conversations with people and it's all negative and it's not working out for me. This person has it better off than I do. I'm not good enough. Like, I'll never be able to do that. It's all of these limiting beliefs. Again, you see, it's limiting beliefs is a big thing here. But really what it is the victim mentality. And this is a dangerous place to spend your time. I know many people that are still in this place, and I spent a long time there myself. And it was only when I decided that I was going to take responsibility for my life, where I was going to make a decision to change my life, and I had to take ownership. So I started getting curious. I started questioning things. If things weren't working out, what can I do about that? What am I holding myself back? What perspective do I have? Who am I blaming? What am I blaming on? What am I trying to avoid? You really just want to ask yourself a lot of questions and take a deep look at yourself and your life and your results, and just be honest with yourself. Where are you struggling the most? Where do you tend to point the finger? You know, I will say that there are many things in life that will hold you back. There are many things in life that will happen outside of your control that you can't do anything about. That is part of life. But we always have a choice to be able to choose on what we focus on. So we can't always change what happens, but we can change what we do about it. And like I say, it might not be your fault that something has happened to you, but it's definitely your responsibility, if you don't want to be in the same situation, to change something about that. And then lastly, you'll probably be able to relate to this one. I don't have enough time. Now, here's the thing. There's 24 hours in a day. There's 7 days in a week. And every single person has the exact same amount of time. Of course, we all die at different times, live different durations of lives, but day to day, we have the same amount of hours. So when it comes down to not having enough time, it really comes down to your priorities are different. It's really what it's about. Sure, some people will have families, maybe single parents, multiple jobs, businesses to run. There's all these different things that definitely take up chunks of our time. But if we want to make certain changes that are actually important to us, then we need to make that time, because everyone has the same amount of time. If it means you have to get up an hour early or go to bed an hour later for a short period of time to focus on a course you want to complete that's going to help you get a better job, or if you're trying to lose an extra 10 pounds and you just need to get that extra workout in, just get up a little bit earlier, go out for a quick jog in the morning, just do anything. But you can, if you really want this thing, you will find a way and you will make a way. So really saying, I don't have time, unfortunately, it's just an excuse. But I do get that some people have it more challenging maybe than others. But again, that comes into the victim mentality, and you can be like, oh, well, it's fine. Like, I want to improve my life, but I feel sorry for myself. I don't have the time. I've got all these things on, but someone else, like, I feel okay about that. I mean, you can make excuses up, or you can just accept that if you prioritize your time better, you'll be able to get the results that you want. And that's really what it comes down to. And I know some of these things may sound a little harsh, and I don't mean them to be. It's just a bit of a reality check. And they're definitely things I struggle with myself, as I mentioned. And I know when you change your mindset, change your perspective on it, it will really help you to identify those things that hold you back so that you can move forwards and live the life you want to live. Thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you next time.